Welcome to Advocate Today. I'm Tracy E. Gilchrist. We begin in Florida, where Governor Ron DeSantis is blocking a new advanced placement African American Studies class for high school students. The Florida Department of Education called the course contrary to Florida law and significantly lacking educational value. That Florida law is the so-called Stop Woke Act, which was passed just last year to limit teaching about systemic inequality. The AP course is offered by the College Board, which oversees college entrance exams. 60 high schools nationwide are teaching the course, which has been in development for over a decade with help from professors around the country. Priyanka Chopra says she wasn't sure her daughter would make it after being born a full trimester early. Chopra opened up about the birth of her daughter Malti in an interview with Vogue UK. In January 2022, Chopra and her husband Nick Jonas announced the arrival of Malti through a surrogate. Malti spent 3 months in the neonatal intensive care unit. Chopra describes the nurses in the ICU as doing God's work. After taking a year off to spend time with her family, Chopra is returning to acting. In 2022, there were an estimated 1.9 million new cancer cases in the U.S., according to the American Cancer Society, and treatments like chemotherapy can cause changes to fertility that can be temporary or permanent. The Advocate Channel's Mandy Gaither has the story of a cancer survivor who lost her ovaries, but not her hope of having more children.
In 2020, with a newborn at home, Shelly Batista headed back to her job.
I was pumping more at work, and that's when I noticed a lump in my breast.
At first, she thought it was a clogged milk duct. The biopsy revealed that wasn't the case. Despite having no family history, this new mother was diagnosed with triple-negative breast cancer and the BRCA1 mutation.
What 34-year-old thinks, oh, I probably have breast cancer? So it was very surreal, very shocking.
Almost as devastating, the thought of getting through cancer and not being able to have more children in the future. So before chemotherapy, a double mastectomy, and the removal of her ovaries and fallopian tubes, Batista met with Dr. Kara Goldman.
She knew that this chemotherapy would save her life, but would likely take her fertility.
8 healthy embryos were frozen. And 1 year after her cancer treatment, Batista was cleared for pregnancy.
There's a tremendous misconception that you have to have ovaries in order to carry a pregnancy, but actually the uterus and the ovaries function quite separately from each other.
There were 2 failed embryo transfers. Then they tried a 3rd time.
We didn't want to get our hopes up too high, right? So when we got the phone call from Dr. Goldman, she called me herself. We were very, very ecstatic.
During the first ultrasound, another surprise.
And she moved the Doppler a little bit, and then she was like, oh, look, there's 2 of them.
Twin baby girls, born 2 years to the day Batista had been declared cancer-free.
Yes, I always wanted, at least 3 kids, so this was amazing.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Thank you for joining me on this Advocate Today. Our mission is to advocate for all. For more content and coverage like this, open the Advocate Channel wherever you stream or online at advocatechannel.com. I'm Tracy E. Gilchrist. I'll see you next time.